Here's a mistake I watch bad credit car buyers make over and over again for 26 years. They need a car. They drive to the nearest dealership. They fill out a credit application. The dealer pulls their credit. And then the salesperson comes back and says, "Sorry, we can't help you." That's a wasted hard inquiry on your credit report. That's a temporary hit to your score. And that's time you didn't have to waste. Here's the thing. That dealer probably never had a shot at getting you approved in the first place. Not because of your credit, because they don't work with subprime lenders. I'm Gary, the bad credit car guy, 26 years as a general manager of an independent used car dealership. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find the right dealership before you walk in the door, so you stop wasting hard credit pulls on dealers who can't help you and start putting yourself in front of the ones who can. The first thing you need to understand is that not every car dealership works with subprime lenders. There are essentially three types of dealerships when it comes to financing bad credit buyers. The first type is a franchise dealership. Your Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Honda stores. These are the big brand name lots. Some of them have finance departments that work with subprime lenders, but many of them focus primarily on prime and near prime buyers. Their finance managers may have one or two subprime lender relationships, but it's not their specialty. If your credit is below 580 or 600, many franchise dealers are going to struggle to get you approved. The second type is an independent used car dealership, like the store I ran for 26 years. Independent dealers vary enormously. Some of them specialize in subprime financing and have strong relationships with multiple subprime lenders. These are the dealers you want. Others are small operations that don't work with subprime lenders at all. The third type is a buy here, pay here dealership. These dealers finance their own customers in-house. They don't use outside lenders at all. They're the most flexible on credit, but the terms are usually the worst. High rates, limited vehicle selection, and a business model built on high default rates. I'm going to do a separate video on buy here, pay here specifically because it's a topic that deserves its own deep dive. For right now, what you're looking for is an independent used car dealership that specializes in subprime financing and has relationships with multiple subprime lenders. Let's start with how to find the right dealership before you ever leave your house. The first thing I want you to do is go to Google and search for, and I want you to use these exact words: bad credit car lots near me, or subprime auto dealers near me, or bad credit auto financing near me. The dealers that show up for those searches are the ones who are actively marketing to subprime buyers. They know your audience. They have lender relationships for your credit tier. That's a good starting point. Next, go to the websites of the dealers that come up. Here's what you're looking for. Do they specifically mention bad credit financing or subprime auto loans on their website? If a dealer's website talks about working with all credit situations, second chance financing, or bad credit welcome, that's a signal they have subprime lender relationships. Do they mention specific lender names or finance options? Some dealers will mention the finance companies they work with. Names like Capital One, Auto Finance, Westlake Financial, Drive Time, Credit Acceptance Corporation, or similar subprime lenders are a good sign. How many vehicles do they have in inventory? A dealer with 50 to 150 vehicles in the right price range, typically $8,000 to $20,000, is more likely to be set up for subprime deals than a dealer with 10 cars or a massive lot focused on luxury vehicles. Do they have Google reviews that mention financing or credit? Search their reviews for words like approved, financing, bad credit. Real customers talking about getting approved with bad credit tells you the dealer actually does these deals. Here's something almost nobody tells bad credit car buyers. You can call a dealership before you go in and ask them directly whether they can help you. I know that feels uncomfortable, but I promise you it's better than driving across town, sitting in a waiting room for 2 hours, and then finding out they can't help you. Here are the exact questions to ask when you call. Question 1. Do you work with subprime lenders for customers with bad credit? You want a yes or no answer to this question. If they hesitate or give you a vague answer, that's a sign they don't do a lot of subprime business. Question 2. What credit score range do you typically work with? A dealer who specializes in subprime should be comfortable telling you they work with scores in the 500S and even below. If they start talking about needing a 640 or higher, they're not your dealer. Question 3. What lenders do you work with for bad credit customers? You don't need to know every lender by name, But a dealer with strong subprime relationships should be able to name at least 2 or 3 lenders they regularly use for bad credit deals. If they can't answer this question, they don't do enough subprime volume to help you. Question 4. What down payment range do you typically need for a bad credit approval? A knowledgeable subprime dealer will give you a real answer, typically 10 to 20% depending on the deal. If they say they can get you approved with nothing down on bad credit, be skeptical. Question 5. Do you have vehicles in the $8,000 to $15,000 range? This is the sweet spot for subprime deals. Lenders are more comfortable approving bad credit buyers on modestly priced vehicles. A dealer with inventory in this range is set up for your situation. If a dealer answers these 5 questions confidently and specifically, they know what they're doing. If they're vague, evasive, or try to get you to just come in without answering, move on. Now let me tell you about the red flags that should make you walk away from a dealership before you ever fill out an application. Red flag 1. They pull your credit before you've agreed on a vehicle and a price. A reputable dealer will have a conversation with you about your situation, show you vehicles in your range, and get you interested in a specific car before they pull your credit. If someone is pushing you to fill out a credit application the minute you walk in the door, that's a problem. Red flag 2. They guarantee approval before they know anything about you. No legitimate dealer can guarantee you'll be approved before they've seen your credit, your income, and your down payment. Guaranteed approval is a marketing phrase, not a promise. Be skeptical of any dealer using this language. Red flag 3. They only have one lender. A dealer with one subprime lender relationship has very limited options for your deal. You want a dealer who works with multiple lenders, so if one declines your deal, they have somewhere else to go. Red flag 4. They pressure you to take a vehicle you're not comfortable with or a payment you can't afford. A good finance manager structures deals people can actually pay back. If you feel pressured into something that doesn't feel right, walk away. Red flag 5. They're not transparent about the terms. Before you sign anything, you should know your interest rate, your loan term, your monthly payment, and your total cost. If a dealer is making it hard to get clear answers on these numbers, that's a serious red flag. Let me leave you with the right mindset for finding and working with a dealership when you have bad credit. You are not a charity case. You are a customer with a specific financial situation, and there are dealers and lenders who specialize in exactly your situation and want your business. Your job is to find them. Go in prepared. Know your credit tier. Have your documents ready. Pay stubs, proof of residence, references. Know your down payment number. Know your gross monthly income. Know your exact job start date and move-in date. A prepared bad credit buyer who walks into the right dealership with accurate information and a solid down payment closes deals. I've watched it happen thousands of times. Don't let embarrassment about your credit situation make you less prepared. The dealers who specialize in subprime have seen every credit situation imaginable. They're not judging you. They're trying to get you approved. Find the right dealer. Go in prepared. Give them accurate information and let them go to work for you. Finding the right dealership is one of the most important steps in the bad credit car buying process, and it's one that most people skip entirely. Don't be most people. I'm Gary, the bad credit car guy, 26 years in this business. Everything I put out on this channel is real, based on what I've seen happen in real dealerships with real customers. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to read your own credit report before you go car shopping, what to look for, how to spot errors, and how to understand exactly what a dealer sees when they pull your credit. That's coming up next. Grab the free guide in the description, The 7 Things Dealers Check Beyond Your Credit Score, if you haven't already. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Drop your questions in the comments. I read every one. I'll see you in the next one.